Hello, welcome to the Sidemore here at the StarCityGames.com Team Open in Louisville, part of the SCG Tour, brought to you by Ultimate Guard. I'm Nick Miller alongside Dylan Donegan and Corey McDuffie, Roohi here. You guys, 7th place at the last Open in Baltimore at the team event. You guys decided to run it back for this one?
Yeah, we're good friends.
We're boys, no question. No,
it was just like auto teaming with the people I hang out with all the time at every event anyway. So it's convenient we all get to be
I actually got an offer to team with Ben Friedman and Noah Walker, and I turned him down.
How could you do that?
Because these are my boys, so, you know.
Flattered.
You know, those guys are too, no doubt, but I had already locked in, and, you know, these guys are great.
So it's safe to say we'll see you guys teaming up for most of the team opens we have the rest of the year?
I would hope so, yeah.
Probably.
I don't know if I'll actually be in Atlanta.
Atlanta will be sick.
We're
both hometown Atlanta, so
the invitation will be really big. We're definitely not going to miss that. It's not a team event, but that's the next event I think is like the big event that I'm going to prepare for.
Okay. Talk about the process, from the first team open in Baltimore. You guys did really well there. What was the process of your, thinking and deck selection and position on where you're going to be playing for this Open? Because you guys kind of stuck with the same spots.
Yeah, so Arya is a purebred mono red player, so we're just going to let him do his burn thing. Dylan last time wanted to play Legacy really bad, and I really wanted to play Legacy because I didn't know how to play Standard, and Dylan had won the first and only Standard Open. I was frustrated because I really wanted to play Legacy. I knew that format really well, and Dylan knew Standard, and we still managed to have to lose the last 2 rounds in order to not make top 4. But this time Dylan's playing Standard after having just won a PGQ and doing really well
Dylan's
with all
last
Standard
3
matches.
Standard tournaments, he's won 2 of them, so he can't be that bad at the format.
Yeah, so we're hanging in there now, and hopefully we'll keep winning and see the best.
The team format's great too. It's just great being hyped for your friends' top decks and
You're so much more invested.
Yeah,
for sure.
You get a lot more cold sweats playing team formats. It just feels fun.
So you get locked in on burn.
Yeah,
you guys finally decide to divvy up Legacy and Standard this time.
We decided that a month. No, well, at the Atlanta Open, so 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So this has been in the works for a while. You guys knew this was,
I wanted to play with top in the format, but we know how to evaluate top getting banned and stuff. So it's not a big deal, but Dylan winning the Standard PGQ, and I did not like the Standard format after having just played in the Open in Atlanta, and I just still really want to play Legacy, so it seems like everything's working out.
So you determined that.
For the best this time.
How do you decide, what Legacy deck you're going to play? Because you've played a bunch of, Stoneblade kind of control-y decks over the years.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on the phone and, Facebook chat with these two, and any free time I have, I just talk to them. Magic is a game where you can just make your game plans and do the same kind of thing. It's just you gotta get a feel for the format and make sure you know how to execute your game plans and everything. And I just feel I started with knowing that I wanted to play Delver and Daze and all in, make sure my opponent can't play and barely be taking the same steps that I am, and barely kill them like a tempo deck. So that was just what I wanted to do. And Dylan, we realized I guess in the Standard that Marvel's one of the best decks, and he just wanted to be really favored in the mirror, so he just built the deck and made the deck to be favored in the mirror. So
yeah, you've won, like he said, multiple Standard events in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
So you're very familiar with the format.
At this point I am.
Right after the Pro Tour, we see kind of what did well. You kind of almost took a hybrid version of the Yuya and the Genesis Marvel builds.
Yeah. I started with the Use deck, but immediately added 2 Chandras because to be honest, I think it's wrong not to play it, basically, and it's saved my butt so many times today.
Yeah.
Actually, my list is Collins Mullins, who they're what, 7-0-2?
They're XO right now.
Yeah. And I played 3 leagues, and I think I went 5-0, 4-1, and 2-2, I think. And Collins said he played 20, so I went with his deck. I got a couple different lists I was toying with, but at the end of the day, I didn't want to play Servant. I wanted to play Sensors and Glimmers, stuff I like. Suits better to my play style, and I think it's quite favored in the mirror match. So
now, how do you come to Lava Spike?
So
joking, because all you do is play this deck.
Yeah, so if you just look at my Kavu, I'm actually terrible at Magic. I'm 40% in everything except for Modern. I'm 70% and just insane. Really, it's just if Burn's a deck of sequencing. If you know how to sequence your spells, it's I've heard so many Death Shadow players be I just destroy that deck and turn 1 Lava Spike against a Death Shadow deck, and spend their first like 10 burn spells just doing what they want to do. It's just, you just gotta know to like let them deal the points of damage and then like spell, untap, spell, and just knowing every matchup, and it's just sequencing, just ABC Magic, and it's treated me well, so it just made sense to keep on keeping on. I feel like I've been playing Burn since, I don't know if anyone else has been playing it longer.
A couple of the old timers, maybe.
Yeah.
But,
hats off to Basic Mountain. He's probably been playing it way longer than me.
So we're 7 rounds into the event here. How's it going for you guys? Any crazy matchups or anything that has happened so far?
I would definitely say we have had to, like, every match we've won has been like pretty close.
Yeah,
like,
we've had a lot of close ones.
A lot of one-time dealers.
I think I've won 1 die roll. He's won none.
Yeah, definitely been rough.
But like, yeah, I mean, I don't think I played any weird decks. Or I played Naya Marvel in round 1, which was a little strange, but I think my deck's so configured for like the normal mirror that it kind of stopped him because he's a lot more sorcery speed, and that's what I want to be playing against. Corey's lost to Elves twice, which we knew Elves was going to be popular with, you know, Miracles going away. So it's not too big of a surprise there, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Legacy metagame looks great though.
Yeah, a bunch of mid-range decks are like definitely like, you know, tempo. I still think that like Wasteland is still like really important. I don't know what everyone here is playing, but definitely just from my experience, like mid-range, you know, small mana decks are like pretty good.
He's been unimpressed with Delver too.
Yeah, I think that there's just like Legacy is normally a more powerful place, and like even with Miracles going away, that's like a little bit less counter spells that's gonna be walking around. So I feel like there should be some kind of combo deck or some kind of more powerful thing. Like I almost wanted to play Show and Tell, but I didn't have the experience, like, you know, post the top being banned, and thought enough about it, and I just want to play Delver. So after playing Delver though, I kind of wish I played like, I don't know, a more anti-creature deck. Like even Stoneforge Mystic isn't good against Delver, but like Stoneforge Mystic is good against Elves and random decks like that. So
longing for Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I gave him the okay on Stoneforge. I was like, yeah, dude, go for it.
Yeah.
I think you'll do great with it.
Right.
But I went with Delver in the end, which, you know, isn't not a bad call, of course.
Yeah.
But, you know.
No,
Of the popular decks, that's the biggest one at this event.
No, yeah. No,
When you look down the rows of Legacy players.
That makes sense.
So you guys are 5-2. We got 2 rounds left to go. Trying to make day 2 here. You know, what's the plan to try to make it?
Yeah.
we're like halfway through the event, so like.
Yeah. So I got a long
just
way.
keep on,
Huge
keeping
road.
on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep on
having
doing
fun,
what I'm
so it
doing.
doesn't feel
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, just gonna keep trying to win. Like Ari said, team events pretty cool because like you care about your teams, you know, like care about other people other than yourself winning. So it's been really cool to like sweat these guys, and
It's nice sweating with your friends and being able to like, no, we should do this, and then like getting to the solution together, and just doing anything with like someone else just obviously feels a million
Even
times better.
mulligan decisions. I've
Yeah.
probably hit him up with a mulligan decision every other game. Like, yeah, for real. Like,
yeah, I like team events.
Just everything is about Magic is just more fun in a team event.
I agree.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Hope you make day 2 and maybe improve on Baltimore's finish by just a tad bit.
That'd be great. That's what we're hoping, yeah.
Dylan, Corey, Ari, thanks for joining me here in the sideboard. Stay tuned to StarCityGames.com all week long for the action here in Louisville.